I keep thinking this is like Iron Maiden, the origin story. Everyone looks like they should be an Iron Maiden or Judas Priest. Right when he was getting into it. Wonder what a dragon's breath smells like. Not many people get to probably smell that and live to report it. All right, HBO, let's go. Rock and roll. Doesn't get much more heavy metal than Metal and Blood. I can't really tell who some of these sigils are, but some of them seem to be drowned in blood and others aren't. So I'm guessing it represents the people and houses that are out of the picture or people that have died. The blood's got a very Hammer horror look to it, like vivid red, where you know it's fake. It looks more like paint. And through the bloody waterfall. There you go. That's Iron Maiden all the way. Got an altar with blood all over it. Dragon. This must be the table at Dragonstone. For the red and black. Must be a mason. Oh boy. This kid's pupils are huge. What's he on?
I wasn't ready to be queen of the Seven Kingdoms, but it was my duty. And in time, I came to understand I had to earn my inheritance.
By sleeping with your uncle.
Not like you. In what way, sweet boy? Not so perfect. I am.
She treats him like a poodle. That's not a good.
My father looked after me and helped prepare.
Not a good way to prepare him.
Your mother will do the same for you.
The dragon crap's about to hit the dragon fan.
Princess Rhaenys. Might we hope for news of Lord Corlys's recovery? Viserys is dead.
Go right to the point.
I grieve his loss with you, Rhaenyra. My cousin. There is more. Aegon has been crowned as his successor.
I guess the eye thing runs in the family. Oh, terrific.
Babe is coming.
Will she even survive?
Return is far from complete, which will not be happening.
It is fucking happening. Whatever claim remains to me, you are now its heir. Naught is to be done but by my command.
Good luck with that. So Daemon's hell-bent on revenge.
Raven flew in this morning. The sea snake's fever is broken and he has left even fall.
Our Kingsguard are needed on the Dragon Run. Come with me. I'll show you the true meaning of loyalty.
Does he know the true meaning of loyalty?
You swore an oath as knights of the Kingsguard. Do you acknowledge the true line of
These
success?
guys are too old.
Yes. Yes, my prince.
So I'm presenting you with a choice.
Oh boy. This guy's always compensating. Look at my big dragon.
If you support the usurper speaking now, and you will have a clean and honorable death.
What's clean and
If you
honorable
choose
about that?
treachery, if you swear fealty now, only to later turn your cloaks,
Know that you will die. Screaming.
This is overtly sexual. Oy vey. Maybe flashbacks to Alien. Quick, fly it over to Allison so she can check its hair. There's a rift coming between these two. Very plain as day. Not a good time to have a rift when you've got a war starting. It has no eyebrows, so parentage confirmed. I guess for him it's a moderately better result than having your wife and child burned alive. I love the shields. House Targaryen, I guess. These kids aren't going to make it. There's no way. No more sex for you, pal. Definitely the last time she's going through that.
I mean no harm, brothers.
How the heck did he get here? He row a boat in full armor? He's still away on the dragon? I mean, he's here awfully quick. This guy, full of surprises. Though your accent be ever not so
I shall
posh.
take no wife, hold no lands, father no children. I shall guard her secrets,
You shall guard them.
obey her commands,
Commands.
ride at her side and defend her name and honor.
Who were you sworn to before? I mean, are you an oathbreaker or what? What's going on here? Can you trust an oathbreaker? Especially a twin who could be switched at any time. But he does know a shortcut to Dragonstone. That could be useful between the between the capital and Dragonstone. Evidently, he can walk on water. What? I mean, one size fits all crown. They definitely had some technology that is lost to time. It'd be sucky if it went down over her eyes, you know, and they're trying to have this solemn moment. Well, it certainly is a more inclusive kingdom. It's smaller. Well, so far it looks like it's about 50 people versus thousands. They have to hope the biggest, oldest dragon, you know, chooses this time to succumb to natural causes. Oh, that's cool. Reminiscent of the opening, I guess. We see the one-size-fits-all crown and the giant slab table that is somehow carved so thin you can see fire through it. It's incredible technology. You can get this at Sharper Image. LED table. House of the Dragon table. You can change the color of the table depending on your allegiance. think you need a poison or taster from now on. These 7
What is outstanding?
seven
We have 30
kingdoms.
knights, 100 crossbow men, and 3 ravens to Lord Grover.
Grover from Sesame Street. He's awfully
I went to
furry.
treat with him myself.
What of Storm's End and Winterfell?
What good does Winterfell do you, really? It's up there in the middle of nowhere.
What news?
Is he alive?
There's no port on the narrow sea would dare to make an enemy of the Valarian fleet.
There's gonna be some twist
And our
coming there.
enemies.
We have no friends among the Lannisters.
Force owns a power that has not been seen in this world since the days of
I
old
say
Valyria.
we use it.
Dragons.
It's now the ultimate power in the
The
universe.
Greens have dragons.
They have
The
3
Green-
apples. I also have a score of eggs incubating in the Dragonland. No. We need
He's-
a place to gather.
Kim
Toehold.
Jong-il
House, sizable host
hoarding
here at Harrenhal.
the nuclear
And
missiles.
west, surround King's Landing with the skies.
This is going to become the I mean, it was already set up that way, but the male versus female power struggle. Hey, the male way works. You settle things decisively. Lots and lots of people die. But hey, I mean, it's Game of Thrones. They're gonna die anyway.
Come at the behest of the Dowager
This
Queen
asshole
Anne,
again?
mother of King Aegon, second of his name.
Why would she
Lord
send him?
Protector of the 7 Kingdoms.
He cannot be trusted.
I've been directed to deliver her message only to Princess Rhaenyra.
Good luck with that.
Where is the princess?
Oh, here she is now. Didn't this kind of happen last time to you, Otto? Why do you march out on this bridge every time? It's just a little dragon. I noticed they skip how they get off of them. She just lost like 18 quarts of blood when she climbed off that dragon. Okay,
Princess Rhaenyra.
weeks have passed
I'm Queen Rhaenyra now.
off screen.
And you all are traitors to the realm.
King Aegon Targaryen, second of his name, in his wisdom and desire for peace,
Which is neither.
is offering terms. Acknowledge Aegon as king and swear obeisance before the Iron
All
Throne.
he wants is
In
liquor and
exchange, His Grace
whores.
will confirm your possession of dragons who conspired against his ascent.
Except the ones they hung already.
My sons to the dragons and have them carry shields and cups. For your drunken usurper cunt of a king.
Nicely said.
Aegon Targaryen sits the Iron Throne. He wears the Conqueror's crown, wields the Conqueror's sword, has the Conqueror's name. He was anointed.
So
by
he's
a septum
Cunt the
of faith
Conqueror.
Before the eyes of thousands. Every symbol of legitimacy belongs to him.
Including syphilis.
And then there is stale oaths will not put you on the Iron
Hang this
Throne,
guy.
Princess.
He already hung somebody.
The succession changed the day your
Let him
father
face the
died.
Queen's justice.
I only
Oh, brother against brother, is it?
Grand Queen Alicent has not forgotten the love you once had for each other.
Nor has she forgotten that
No
cunt
blood need be spilled.
playing the
Realm
lute
can carry on in
who would
peace.
not shut up.
Queen Alicent eagerly awaits your answer.
She can have her answer now, stuffed in her father's mouth along with his withered cock. Let's end this mother's farce.
Swords don't make that noise.
Eric, bring me Lord Hightower so I may take the pleasure myself.
You see, you know, you can't be weak in this situation, though.
King's Landing will have my answer on the way.
The answer should be his head. I gotta go with Damon on this one. They fired the first shot. They have executed people who did nothing but uphold their oaths. This old bastard has to go.
When dragons flew to war, everything burned. I do not wish to rule over a
There's
kingdom
nothing
of
more
ash
metal
and
than that.
Are you considering the higher power?
As queen, what is my true duty to the realms, Lord Bartimus? Ensuring peace and unity, or that I sit the Iron Throne?
It is proof we have run out of names when we have
My
a
father's
Lord
dead.
Bartimus.
And he chose me as his successor.
Just keep saying it out loud.
To
If you
defend
have to
the
keep
realm
saying it, you
cast
don't have any
belonging
power.
to
Enemy have declared war.
Medieval divorces never really go well. Something gets severed. And you know, when is Damon gonna make his move? He's always one step away from treachery or trying to seize the power himself, but then when he's checked, he steps back every time.
They stole your birthright.
If you could take the Iron Throne without putting Otto Hightower's head on a spike, would you?
Are you not angry?
Well, I should declare war because I'm angry.
No. Because it's your duty as queen to crush rebellion.
You know my oath reaches beyond our personal ambitions.
Bitch,
A song of ice.
you're in exile. That's the choice. Rule from exile, a small little
The common
group.
war against the darkness in the north, the conqueror's dream. Viserys shared it with me when he named me heir.
Ooh.
My brother was a slave to his own importance. Anything to make his feckless reign appear death purpose.
We got the old Damon coming out now.
Dreams didn't make us kings. Dragons did.
That's the name of the album. Dreams did not make us kings.
I never told you.
You gonna excuse him for that, really?
Did he?
It's because he can't be trusted. There's the right thing, and then there's what Damon is gonna do. Sometimes they coexist, sometimes they don't. Cool room. Oh, he is alive.
I've had men whipped for falling asleep on their watch.
That's racist.
You are not man.
That's sexist. That's another cool room. I like that candle fixture in the back.
I understand you have a new king.
Your brother is also dead.
Unless he recovered from having the top of his head cut off. Left a hell of a scar.
Damon took his head for it.
Part of it.
You are right, Rhaenys. I reached too far. And for nothing.
How many years did she have to wait for you to say that?
Our pursuit of the Iron Throne is at an end.
Now that you can't have it? Yeah.
We shall declare for no one. We will retire to high tide to be content
You will be irrelevant.
with our grandchildren.
Jace, Luke, and Joff are claimants to the throne. Those boys will not be safe so long as Aegon is king.
Rhaenyra was complicit in our son's death. That girl destroys everything she touches.
Fair enough.
Girl is holding the realm together at present.
How?
Every man. Rhaenyra is the only one who's demonstrated restraint.
Do people want to fight for someone with restraint when they've been usurped?
The Lord of the Tides!
Sometimes you gotta show strength.
A
and his wife, the Princess Rhaenys Targaryen.
The Osborns. Lord Ozzy. He bit the head off a baby dragon
We're
one
sorry
time.
about your father, Princess.
On stage.
He was a good man.
I didn't know. He thought it was a fake plastic dragon.
Where is Daemon?
There were other concerns which demanded a
Sharpening his sword because he has a tiny dick.
Your declared allies?
Yes.
Too few to win a war for the throne.
Well, we would also hope to have the support of houses Arryn, Baratheon, and Stark.
Hope is the fool's ally.
Rebellions are built on hope.
Swore oaths to me,
As did House Hightower, if I remember.
as did you, Lord Corlys.
Why do you think he's standing here? Weak. Dragon fodder.
You have the full support of our fleet and house.
Try not to look surprised.
Your Grace.
You gotta seem like a genius, like it's all going to plan.
You honor me, Lord Corlys. Princess Rhaenys.
Perhaps it's time I told you that your son is not dead, but he did bugger off.
You do not mean to act.
Taking caution does not mean standing fast. I wish to know who my allies are before I send them to war.
Did you read Game of Thrones?
The consequence of my near demise in the Stepstones is that we now control them. I took care to fully garrison the territory this time. A total blockade of the shipping lanes will be in place in days, if not already.
We'll harvest the kelp and make a corner upon the coral.
If we further seal
That'll
the
show
government,
them.
we can cut off all seaborne travel and trade.
When we drain the narrow sea, we can surround King's Landing, lay siege.
Your allies are old, yet they are supple.
If we're to have enough swords to surround King's Landing,
Send us.
It's,
Prince is right, Your Grace.
I don't know. Game of Thrones, the Ravens made it in like hours across the whole kingdom. A guy ran on foot across the entire Northland in a couple of
my
hours.
mother's cousin, the Lady Jane Eyre, and then to Winterfell.
Send the footmen
Lord
bearing the
Frankenstein.
urgent messages north, south, east, and west.
Prince Lucerys will fly south to Storm's End.
This good knight Sir Keith knows a shortcut across the sea. Does he not?
Of the oaths they swore. And the cost of
What is the
breaking
cost of breaking it? So far, nothing, none cost. The cost is we shall be very cross, and yet think a while and do nothing.
If you take this errand, you go as messengers, not as warriors.
Leave your balls here.
Any fighting.
Put them in the drawer.
Swear it to me now, under the eyes of the Seven. I swear it.
I swear it.
Thank you.
And they were never seen again.
Rickon Stark is close to your age than to mine. I would hope that as men, we can find some common interest.
You know it is the last episode, therefore we must expand the cast. Introduce all new characters for the last 5 minutes. Can you fit the dragon into the doors? to everywhere he goes, because this kid is the hopeless wreck waiting to happen without his dragon.
You receive a very warm welcome.
Yes, Mother. Your Grace.
Nothing says confidence like that look on his face.
Go to it then.
Well, I was hoping to get a dragon war, and instead, the woman has to show restraint, and the dragons become ravens. So they're like Uber and Lyft, medieval Uber and Lyft instead of. They still look cool, but they haven't killed anyone. This one's not even gonna make it. How far can this thing fly? They should have named this House of the Dragon. Much Ado About Nothing. It's all a misunderstanding, you see. The women will work it out. Collect call from Queen Alicent. Do you accept the charges? Maybe the dragon will get to eat someone here. This guy, like I said, always acting like he's going to commit treason, even murdering people and stuff, and then always reining it back in. When is he going to? I think he's, going to take some kind of action of his own, like he did in the war that he fought. Why does he want a second dragon, I wonder? Can you command one without riding it? Maybe he's going to bring an extra couple of dragons with him and bomb the King's Landing. That's a cool shot. Money. That's money. Hello. You can't park over here. This lot's for loading and unloading only. I suggest you download the Spot Hero app. Someone got here before him. This kid is outmatched. Just the mistakes people make in Game of Thrones is the worst part of it.
I'm Princess Valorian.
Please take me hostage. If not, execute me immediately. Oh, I shall walk between these guards who, of course, will not detain or assassinate me at all. Shocking.
Son of Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen.
And there's going to be a war now.
I brought you a message from...
Which is it? King or queen?
Well, these days people can be both. It's a he-she situation, you see. This guy's already being held hostage by the massive nuclear weapon outside his gates. Oh, can't even read. Somebody read this fucking thing for me. I only read things with pictures. Lots of pictures. And action.
If I do as your mother bids, which one of my daughters will you wed?
All of them?
My lord, I'm not free to marry.
Will you make it to the door? Nope. Nope.
My lord Strong, I want you to put out your eye payment for mine.
You lost your own eye by being an arrogant prick.
Then you are craven as well as a traitor. Not here. Give me your eye.
This guy is still upset over the pig. I'm telling you, some people just can't take a joke. The pig 20 years ago. Still pissed about it. Still trying to get even. Too late. Kid, don't stop and stare. Get on the fucking dragon. At least die on your dragon. The dragon doesn't even get a break. It flew all the way here and it's gonna fly back. He's dead. The other dragon had instructions not to let anyone leave. Yeah, send him out into that. It's some kind of hospitality. I have a feeling a moment is coming up is why we do reaction videos. I wonder what it could be. You just can't outfly something with bigger wings. Ooh. It was an unfortunate accident. Should have given him your eye. Could have slept in a bed at least. It's looking very Harry Potter-ish. Like this, the close-ups look like they're on a broom doing that. What's that stupid game they did? Wasn't a stupid game. Are you here for the Tri-Wizard tournament? Skeet ball. What was that damn game they played at Harry Potter? There you go. Don't go out of that there canyon, boy. No, mistake. Go back to the canyon. Best hide your ass. Did he really get away? Wow. I don't know. They're still dwelling on it. Maybe Damon's gonna show up. Oh, nice one. But you know, kid, that was a mistake. Oh shit. Now he pissed off the dragon. See, the little one knows it's fucked. It's just trying to get away. You're going to fall from a great height, my lad. Yeah, you fucked around, kid. You fucked around. Yeah, he left. He was fine. He never checked in. Nobody's heard from him. I mean, I don't know. You know, kids. He probably was out drinking with his friends. He just hasn't come back yet. Did he have trouble at home? Maybe he just decided to bugger off. You know, I hate to say it, but why do you send these boys out to do men's work and separate them? It's like a horror movie, you know? Let's separate and all go in the haunted house and investigate different floors. What could go wrong? Your son and his dragon have been rendered to sausage. If you'd help distract you, I'll be happy to choke you again. And see, that was terrible and all, but just like a lot of Game of Thrones, yeah, she's you can't have another miscarriage so soon. It's physically impossible unless there was twins. These characters come and go so fast sometimes, and they aren't fleshed out. I know he was a kid. They never showed any bad side to him, so we had to assume he was good, but that doesn't mean he was a good person. And now she's pissed. And see, it just all it takes is for you to lose something that you care about. And see, why didn't she get pissed about it? She never really, she just shed like one tear for her father. This whole thing of people were making these mistakes and going, no, no, stop, and then going too far. That's what this whole thing has been about. You know, the dagger scene between the two women. Now we see who you really are. It's people get in these situations and they go too far and they make mistakes. It's, well, no one rid me of this troublesome priest. It's moments like that. And it's one way to go about it, but it's just over and over again. I just, I don't know. You're dealing with guys like that weird cripple who jerks off the feet and plucks out people's tongues to them, thinking that will keep them from verifying who gives them orders. You're dealing with people like that, and you're going to show restraint and try to like invent diplomacy in a world where it just really doesn't exist. You got to show strength.
Rhaenys brings the news and breaks it to Rhaenyra, who not only has to deal with the news that her father is dead.
Don't I remember this prick from Game of Thrones?
In the same breath, usurped her throne from her.
Trying to explain many, many horrible episodes.
Just at the precipice of this moment where she might finally take her place in the thing that she has been trained to do all her life. It's taken from her seemingly without reason, toxic spiral, and moreover, she's pregnant.
And we all know how that makes a woman hysterical.
There's a lot of emotional complexity in terms of, you know, this war that's starting without her and it's tearing her apart, literally tearing her apart.
Okay. It seems like the physical reality of the miscarriage is tearing her apart.
It's a kind of, you know, the worst point in the low point in Rhaenyra's trajectory turns into the high point as she cremates her.
It's always a high point when you cremate your unborn child.
Become her father.
And he kneels to her and Daemon puts the crown on her.
Magically it fits.
Queen. At Rhaenyra's kind of lowest point of faith and belief, believing that no one is going to follow her because she's
against all expectations, she had a much larger head in the cranium area, circumference-wise, than anyone could have ever anticipated.
Actually, with Greg Gaetanis, who's the director on 10, about the sort of surreality of that first
surreality. I see what you did there.
Into, you know,
that power struggle is alive and well, all inside of a marriage.
This episode is largely about
why in the world did he choke her though?
And bringing Daemon and Rhaenyra to life.
Is he just insane?
This argument here is the different way in which,
if he's gonna assert power, why doesn't he just take it?
She has a bit of the punk rock of Daemon Targaryen, but the way she approaches her duty as sovereign, I think, is much more in line with.
Oh, so this is more Sex Pistols than Iron Maiden.
I'm angry. Well, I should declare war because I'm angry.
No, because it's your duty as queen to crush rebellion.
Here's a point.
She makes the shed to see the High Tower's line probably ended and then removed from power.
She forgot about the fleet, you see.
All of this time and
you know, the prince guy is the only one smart enough to jump ship and get the hell out of this madhouse. I hope he's happy wherever he's at. He's probably going to show up with some free fleet or something, or some pirates.
Rhaenyra's the only one who's done.
She treads a very ambiguous pathway about whose team she's on.
If you know what I'm saying.
Her allegiance, her heart shifts.
This is my problem though. I don't understand why. Because Rhaenyra hasn't done anything.
and announce that she will go and get
We like
involved
her.
in the
She's
fight.
likable,
She's
but
like no reason
they
before the Gullet was
haven't
sick.
given her any agency. Her whole childhood, she moped and was upset about never being acknowledged. But we never showed her training to be king. It just showed her just being upset about how unfair everything was.
She has to look at her boys and she has to start seeing them as men.
Not really, though. Do you know what happens to messengers? Why would you make your sons who are princes demote them to messengers?
He's been sent in peace, and he's trusting in the respect of guest rights and all that. All the things that we learned go to hell in the world of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, kind of like the writing.
Sequence, a torture sequence, a chase sequence where Luke
kind of like the showrunners over time. All those things that go to hell. Crunchy on the outside, soft and gooey on the inside.
There is one of the Queen's sons is.
And how did Daemon have the news at the end? Well, you just can't be weak. Seems to be the number one freaking rule. You win or you die, right? Alrighty then.